Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether an hour is gone this way or that way. Um, anyway, what sparked, what motivated, you could say, the spark that motivated me to be here now, talking to myself on a screen, if you like, to bring it down to the table, talking to myself on the screen. Well, the spark that got me here, as I'm talking about just now, this particular movement, was I was listening to a guy talking about spirituality, and he was going on about the goal. And he talked about what the goal between matter and spirituality, or matter and non-matter, you could say. Um, I guess to some extent, light brings matter into being, but at the same time, it's a very slow operation when it comes to mountains and the pearl of the earth. It's but then again, it's all alive. So anyway, in the contemplations, in that spark, it was just like that. And then it got me here. Was the goal? It's like he wasn't. He was talking about the goal as a well, whatever it is, like whatever the goal is. He's leaving it open. And where I'm coming from is I'm not leaving it totally open. I'm putting the word love there, like lifetimes of love. Like I feel the purpose of the mortal zone here, Earth and all the overlapping, whatever it takes to create a pearl, something like that. Um, so here we are involved in all of it, like it or not, if you like. Love it is what we've got here. And love is the key to everything. It's like when it comes to love, there's basic love, I feel, what I call just to try and have a piece of paper inside and it's got like love is, and it goes on. I mean, one day I might bring it here and read a few pieces from it. But it just goes on. Love is, and it just goes from one thing to the other. Being kind, being nice, a song, a piece of music, a painting. I don't know. Love is so many things. The page just went on and on and on and on, and on about what love is. And I'm just saying, okay, we're just backing off from what love is in that sense, looking at love as a sort of fundamental. That's where I'm coming from with one's love. But like before I get to talking about one's love, which I'm singing about and all the rest of it, it's mighty. Yeah, I feel fundamental uh, to my relationship with my love life. So it comes down to for the love of God, for the love of somebody might say Jesus, someone might say Muhammad, someone they put Buddha for but all these are just it's for the love of the one. Now we can it's like the You know, if the one was an elephant, how would the ant describe the trunk or the tail? It's a wet day today. Hazy, drizzly, unusual for this high desert. Well, people say, what's not usual about it, you know? And many hundred years have you lived here about? Sure, sure, come so. But from my point of view, I miss the sun. I miss the warmth. And just today, it's clouded over. It's raining though. It's not snowing. So, but that's that, that's a change. It changed from hard roads to mucky roads. Yeah, now I remember I was rapping on about fundamentals. Love is a fundamental. Like if one was to put their mind around, if I was to put my mind, try to put my mind around how would I create love? I mean, can I possibly create love? Can love be created? I mean, it's not like a computer or can put the parts together or, you know, I don't know. Like you've got this, that's what the guy in the recent, what I've been watching, yeah, the reference, the spark that got me here was this guy talking about um, spiritual world as like the ethereal world and the world of matter. And which is what, whether it's like the fishes or the birds, is a question of perception. However, I feel what's what's the kernel to all this, or I don't know what the words to use. When it comes to perception, each individual has a perception, like a witness. They have a connection to the outer. They've got if you like, their inner world and their outer world. The connection to the outer world, I'm saying, is what they're perceiving, be there in that outer world. What they're perceiving by feel or by touch or by hearing or whatever, or what they're perceiving by imagination. So the purpose, what the guy was talking about, the goal, you see, I used to joke, in order to be a supervisor, well, you've got to have like a vision. You're going to supervise a vision. You're going to have some vision that you're supervising. For me, the word supervise imposes on my brain um, a vision, a vision, a concept, an idea, something Okay, we're gonna build a box. It's gonna be, so many by so many. That's like a vision. So well, I am going on about stuff today, but to return to that the original spark that got me off, to say what I'm going to say one more time again to cut it straight to the point. Love. That's what we're working on here. Love contains the dinosaur. Love contains everything that came out of the ocean, from the spunk on the rocks to the forests and the birds and everything that came. It's like out of the dreamy ocean of ether producing. And now they tell me that deep, deep down in the ocean there are volcanoes. So anyway, the Earth. Here we are. We have a relationship to it. And I do feel that the humans are special. And one pointed way it was pointed out to me about what makes human beings special is they have to be taken care of. Like they have to be taken care of, like Social Security, like the dole. They have to be taken care of. That's what makes human beings special. Ah, might seem crazy, but what I'm referring to here is the babies. Most animals, if they're born, I'm told, and the mother is dead and the father is dead, that in the jungle I'm talking about, in part of evolution, if you like, all of a sudden, I mean, you've got all these crazy creatures going on, and animals, and you know, they talk about dinosaurs at one point, but somewhere you've got this first a human that seems to be like so delicate. I mean, look, the nails aren't even sharp enough to do much. Well, that's debatable, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like we don't have tusks, or we're like really quite delicate in many respects. We're delicate. For the as far as the animal kingdoms are concerned, and all of it, from the spiders to the tigers, and the elephants, and the lions, and what are we in their eyes, in the eyes of those conceptions? You could imagine, as I say, all the creatures having an ego, from the spiders up to, and and they all have their egos, and yeah, yeah. So if you can imagine, behind every ego is like a camera looking at us. Behind every ego is like a camera looking at us. Well, it's like everybody has a perception, and you could say the perception they're willing to die for at a time. The perception. I guess that's like ego, as one's perception, and one's perception is like layers of memory built up from birth, I suppose, and before birth, in the womb, and blah blah blah. So I am rattling on now here, going on about this stuff, but so when all is said and done, and there's really only one love gonna overcome. Gonna overcome all is said and done. All deep within my heart, I do believe one love gonna overcome when all is said and done. I mean, after all has its links to love. All links to love. So looking about, I say, well, leave not a pixel out. It's loving it all. Because to find love in it all, you got to kind of open up a little bit to the fact. And for me, it's like all in all is having a conversation with who? Me too. And it's a conversation about love, lifetimes of love. As a mother might pray to have a little darling one day. Watch the darling grow. While all fades away, a lifetime of love. Lifetimes of love. In the beautiful, the one and only perhaps. I'm feeling lonely, but the one and only mortal zone. The mortal zone. To have a mortal zone, you gotta have a life zone. Some kind of lifetime home. They call these things the temples of the spirit. I like that. Okay, here we go, all these temples of the spirit. What about the ants? Each little ant, temples of the spirit. Leave not a pixel out, it's all talking to us. Personally. as each one has our own perception. And so I have broken the barriers of normal sort of, could say, states of mind, if you like, in the sense of I'm somewhere where there's just too much to talk about. There's just too much. The most, yeah, I don't, like, oh, and so it's nice to have a song like this that I can wake up in the morning and wake myself up in the morning to. Song about one's love. What's that? Well, if you were to if you were to put a guess and imagine what one's love is, you might agree with me. Mighty, merciful, now it's snowing. It was raining before, now it's snowing. From this, like living. Now I'm really feeling like I'm up in the misty cloud, mystified. Mighty, merciful. Sound. Movement. All over the bound. Rays of my sun. Radiation. My planet's preserver, providing and preserving on and on and on and on and on. All of our thoughts about enemies fall beneath one sweet, love-loving feet, love-loving feet. merciful, true, mighty, merciful, true. One's love gives all of its children the angel loving love, loving wings. So we come here loving just about everyone and everything. And all of the angels gonna be loving me and you. So we are a Kennedy seeds of love upon the earth they are coming to. One love is mighty, merciful, true, oh, mighty, merciful, true. One love providing all of our world. Each of us in our time getting to witness and feel all of the love in all of our world. It's coming on through. Seeds of one love. I miss you. Oh, loving mighty, merciful, Though all of our worlds fade away, bye bye world. Love remains. Like worn out clothes, all our lifetime changes. There's one love ever, 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 ever be the same. When love is mighty, merciful,